Over the years, the modern world has evolved, and its leading force is that of technology. School administrators and educators often push back against the use of technology in the classroom, but when students have access to unlimited resources at their fingertips, the education system needs to make adjustments. When properly utilized, technology can be an amazing resource for any content area. The trick lies in learning how to balance the use of technology in the classroom so that it's meaningful and not a distraction. The TPACK and SAMR integration frameworks are excellent resources to create a checklist when bringing technology into the classroom. The SAMR model focuses on how the integration of technology affects learning. This is where it's important to understand your students' specific needs and your content goals. The first step of SAMR is substitution. This can be seen as the introductory level of technology integration. This can be creating a Google Doc worksheet that students can fill out on their computers rather than just on paper. Students are completing the same task just in a different format. The next step is augmentation, or adding some improvements on the previous method. This could be using a Google form in place of a document so that students receive instant feedback on their devices. Third, we have modification. This is where changes to the initial assignment are made, as well as the learning outcome. This can be the student creating a presentation on a specific topic to demonstrate understanding. Finally, we have redefinition, or using technology to push students to explore and create in new ways. This can involve students performing interviews on a subject matter, project-based learning, and beyond. Redefinition is a task that cannot be completed without technology. TPACK, on the other hand, is the overlap of pedagogical knowledge, technology knowledge, and content knowledge. Where SAMR focuses on how the student uses technology, TPACK instead focuses on how the teacher integrates technology in a meaningful way. TPACK emphasizes the importance of using a variety of technology tools in the classroom that impact learning in different ways. Content knowledge refers to what the students are learning, such as the unit or specific goals for that lesson. Pedagogy knowledge is what is used to teach the students, specifically how they would reach the goal of the unit. Technology knowledge refers to the tools and resources that we utilize in the lesson. We're able to have a lesson incorporating all three in a meaningful way through using TPACK. When designing a course with TPACK, you need to break down the three categories and see where they overlap. Once you determine the content to be covered, the method of teaching, and the technology example, you can design the lesson that integrates the three, as demonstrated here. For example, for a unit on vocabulary in a foreign language class, students can, in groups, look up the meanings of different terms, come up with their own definitions, and compile a list. That list can then be transformed into a master list on apps such as Quizlet, Blickit, or GiveKit. Then, they can play one of the game modes to practice learning vocabulary on their own or in groups. The teacher can modify the kit as the students master vocabulary as they evolve from multiple choice options to writing translations themselves. As one-to-one schools become the norm and new teaching resources become available faster than one can keep up, knowing how to navigate the new toys is important as an educator. While TPACK and SAMR are merely guidelines, they're a great way to get you started integrating technology into the classroom. Thank you for watching.